Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to All New York Sports Talk. In today's episode, we'll be covering some topics. We'll be covering some hockey scores with the Rangers, Islanders, Devils. We'll be covering basketball, Knicks, Nets. We'll be looking at some baseball news over the past couple of days with the Mets and Yankees. And we'll also be covering some Jets rumors with Deshaun Watson. But to start off, we'll change it up in this episode. We'll start off with some hockey, talking about the Rangers, Islanders, and Devils past few games. Who do you guys want to start off with today? What
Rangers.
team? Yes,
Big
sir.
win.
You already know. Ranger shirt.
Shoot up.
Not my favorite shirt, but I just got it on. Got to represent. But yeah, tonight, the Rangers, literally an hour ago, the Rangers got a win. Big win against the Flyers. It feels good to be in the win column again, honestly. They snapped a 4-game losing streak tonight, going into Philly against a good team who came back. The Flyers came back from being off. They had like a COVID problem, so they were off a couple of days, I think. Then
Like 11 days, I think.
yeah, they still weren't 100%, but they're still a good team, honestly. The Rangers beat the Flyers 3-2 in a shootout. They could have won this game in regulation. That they were up 1 goal 2-1 in the final minute 52, I think. Then the Flyers come down, pull the goalie out, extra attacker. They get a lucky goal. Georgiev was great tonight. He shouldn't even have allowed any goals. The 2 goals he allowed were such lucky bounces for the Flyers. But that happened, then it went into overtime. Then the Rangers got a power play in the overtime, 4-on-3. They didn't do anything. I couldn't believe that. They hit 2 posts that game. One in the overtime too. Panarin hit both the posts, I think, right? Yeah. Then
Yeah.
So then they didn't score in the overtime. Then we went into a shootout, which is the most stressful thing to watch as a fan, in my opinion. But so the shootout, Kakko goes in, he gets the goal. I think it started off with Philly shooting first, but Georgiev made a save on that. Then Kakko scored. Then Couturier scored for Philly. Then Panarin scored for us. Then Georgiev made a save to get the W. So that was a huge win for the Rangers. Feels great to be in the win column. If you guys want, you can say a couple of things about the game. Feels great though.
They couldn't lose two games back to back against teams who haven't played in a while. So They lost one to the Devils, where they didn't play in 2 weeks. Now the Flyers didn't play in 2 weeks, and they almost lost it, but they won in the shootout. So
a win's a
win. They
win.
didn't lose.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big win. I mean, I can't say I'm completely happy because we did give the Flyers a point, but at the end of the day, we got the 2 points which we needed. We needed that boost. Obviously, they've been going through a lot these last few games. For whatever reason, it's just the puck luck hasn't been going our way.
Yep.
Our top guys still not doing much. Zibanejad, Kreider, Buchnevich, Panarin has been still great. I mean, he hasn't scored really in a bit, but he's always been around the ice. And then you have guys like Colin Blackwell stepping up.
Oh my God.
He scored again, back-to-back games. He's got friggin' 5 points in 7 games. So
what a beast.
He deserves to keep playing. Let him play. He plays everywhere, top line, fourth line, third line, whatever, penalty kill, power play. And I want to say about the penalty kill. The penalty kill has been insane
Oh my God.
For the last 5, 6, 7 games. They've stopped, I believe. Flyers are 0 for 5 today. So 27 of the last 28, they've not allowed a goal, which is incredible. They allowed 1 power play goal to the Devils yesterday. I mean, was it yesterday? 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So great game overall. We needed the 2 points, and we'll see how they bounce back. Now we got to play Washington. Obviously, we were supposed to play on Sunday. No, we're going to play Washington Saturday. And then Sunday we were supposed to That gets canceled.
back to back or something.
Yeah,
But they
that game
canceled
got
it.
canceled because they're going to play the Devils instead.
Wow.
But yeah, so today was a great game. Obviously, the last game against New Jersey was bad. We had almost 40 shots. Blackwood,
He's
dominated us
insane.
again, basically. And we let the Devils outwork us in many points throughout the game, which is unacceptable. But you got to give the Devils credit. I mean, Lindy Ruff has done a great job with them.
Mhm.
They've come in, they've the young team just like us, and they've been playing really well. Their young guys are stepping up, Kuokkanen, and Zaka's playing better, and Hughes is taking a huge step. And Will Butcher just came back and he scored against us. So a lot of their guys are playing well. So you got to give them credit, but at least we got the bounce back win today. This is much.
You had to. You couldn't, like Sal said, you can't lose to two teams that haven't played in a while. That like the players are getting fed up. You saw Kreider after that Devils game. He was pissed off. So was mostly everybody. They were like, there's no way the Devils just came in here after 2 weeks and just kicked our asses.
In our home arena.
Yeah.
Not unacceptable. But they bounced back, and now we'll see how they do against Washington. That's going to be a big game. The Capitals have been kind of slumping over the last 5 games. Since actually we beat them, I think they've lost like 4 games. They did win today, though, I think they've won maybe 2 in a row because they had 6 wins.
They beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so they've had 2 in a row since I think they lost 4 or 3. But we'll see what happens now when we play them.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe someone in there like stepped up and said something because I mean we played a good game today. I mean, can't really get the inside scoop.
Yeah, you're right.
Normal because
Yeah,
the reporters can't.
Exactly. I forgot to mention that Trouba was out, and he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I was going to mention
We
that.
had Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson was back. Yeah, it looked bad at the beginning. It looks like it was going to be a blowout.
I know. I thought we were
early on. I thought we were going to get dominated, but we held the Flyers down. We only gave up
credit to the Rangers.
goals. I was surprised that the defense really stepped up today, and we should have won regulation, but we got the clutch goals in the shootout. Those 2 shots by Kakko and Panarin were bullets.
Beautiful.
Bullet.
Right over the glove.
Oh, Kakko's shot was amazing.
That was a laser. Carter Hart had no chance. I hope Kakko can start doing that in like regulation when he gets those chances. That shot's insane.
He has to start breaking out. He has to. You got to feel it's coming. It's coming.
I know.
He's been probably one of our best skaters in these last couple weeks. He really has been. So the goals will have to come.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, we'll see about that. But now, Lewis, if you want, we can get your point of view on the Devils now. We spoke about them. They beat our Rangers. How you feeling about the Devils now? Back in action, winning 2 straight games.
They're playing very well. I mean, it's shocked to see them after 2 weeks in quarantine to come out of the gate playing well. I mean, I thought that they were gonna be rusty, but once they beat the Rangers, I'm like, okay, now playing the Bruins, it's really gonna put them to the test. But they were able to hold the Bruins down. They were able to their defense stepped up. They were able to get a lot of pucks on that, and they were able to win.
Shout out to Mackenzie Blackwood. He's been playing out his mind.
He's been he's been playing out of his mind. He's been stepping up.
I think he's a top 10 goalie for sure. He's definitely killing it.
Oh yes.
I think he's he's probably been one of the best goalies this year.
He's holding the Devils down.
Lewis, I didn't watch the Devils game, but was he robbing the Bruins? Was he dominating them, or was he not tested a lot?
He's been he's been blocking a lot of shots and basically hold on, wait, let me
yeah, probably got his saves. I can also put that up on the
I don't know if I forgot who posted. Hold on, let me look it up. So the first game this year, he stopped 35 out of 37. the next game, that second game this season when the Devils won, stopped 27 out of 28. And the game against the first game against you guys, it was 47 out of 50.
My God.
And this past game was 37 out of 39, and then and tonight was 25 out of 27.
Yeah, he's third as percentage, 940,
Yeah, he's been dominating this year.
and tied for sixth in goals against average at 1.92. So, if the Devils have their goalie of the future.
Looks like it. Yeah, he's
How old is he? 25.
24.
He's like 24.
Jesus Christ.
They got their guy, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the Devils, they passed us up in the standings now. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing. We hadn't played
Yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And
That's what I'm saying.
they passed.
Hopefully tonight's win from the Rangers.
Yeah, we're still like 1 point behind them. They won, we won, so we're seventh place. They're sixth place.
Got a tough game coming up against Caps.
Yeah, hopefully. We
Yeah, then the Devils got a game Saturday against Buffalo.
Oh, you guys should win that. No way, you don't. I mean, you never know, but Buffalo's.
Yeah, you never
the
know.
worst team
I
in
mean,
the
hopefully
division.
they don't.
But Buffalo can't score a lick.
That team's a joke.
Freaking Hall, Eichel, and Skinner.
I mean, but they freaking gave us trouble when we played them friggin' too.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope.
Games, they friggin'
Can't score. They're
but
top.
they friggin' beat us once. So.
I know, but
They
they
beat us too.
can't score.
I hope Eichel requests a trade. I definitely want the Rangers to get him.
No shot.
He's
You
been
think, you think we could get him? I don't know.
Make it
I
for
mean-
Eichel.
You think they want him after he's not doing anything? Nah, we
Mika's
get
just lost.
the past season. I think the player he is like the player we saw last year. He had.
Well, he has to
Yeah,
show it
he's-
again. I mean, or else it's going to be a fluke.
I know. Like, there's no way he's gonna not like. There's no way he's not gonna wake up. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe he's just bad. I don't know. I hope he scored. He was insane last year. Like, top 5 player in the
I
league.
mean,
It's,
I'll give him the COVID like.
I know. It's like 15, 16 games now, though.
Yeah,
wonder-
it's been a while, so got to step it up eventually.
Like, you can see while watching this guy, man. Like, he can't control the puck. He always like loses it.
There was a few times in
His
overtime.
handling. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was about to say. Like, he got a good pass. His the best thing he did in today's game was that pass in overtime. That was a beautiful pass to Panarin. But
Oh,
Panarin could have
yeah.
spotted that.
That-
That could have gotten him going maybe with some momentum or
Got
something.
to go. Yeah, that was a great. move.
Maybe they should just sit him for a couple games. I mean,
Mm,
get his mind straight.
I
I
know,
don't
but we
think
have
they would
no
do
other
that.
centers.
yeah.
True.
Maybe when Hedo comes back, maybe they give him a breather. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I miss Heedle. I wish he could come back. Ooh, sorry. Nah, but the final team we got to speak about now is the Islanders. They've been pretty good their last few games. They've been hot. They jumped to second place with they put together 3-4 straight wins before tonight's loss. They lost.
8 points in 8 straight games before today.
Yeah, tonight they lost against the Penguins. That was just a bad game for them. But before that, they beat the Sabres twice. They beat Boston. They beat the Rangers. They beat Pittsburgh. They've been playing good hockey. They're
And now the Islanders are they dropped 2 spots. Now they're in the 4th seed.
I think it's a 3-way tie for second actually. But
Yeah.
how many points do they have?
19. They're tied 19, but they're
Because they have one more loss. Flyers have 3, Caps 4, Islanders 5. So that's why. They're in fourth.
They're in great position though. Those guys came from like last place or close. Yeah, literally they were last place like a week and a half ago. Now they just jumped up to second place. That's why That's not why I don't want to rule out the Rangers because like anything's possible. You just saw the Islanders go on that run and they're playing good hockey now. Maybe the Rangers can do that. Needed that spark win tonight.
Mhm.
See if they can keep building, but. that's pretty much all the news for hockey. If you guys want to mention anything else, go ahead. But I think we're good.
Well, I mean, I guess just for the Islanders, yeah, they've obviously talked about they had a big stretch. Before today they lost a bad game, but Sorokin. I
Oh,
mean,
he
they're
was
also
good too.
playing. Yeah, I mean, he only faced 20 shots in that second game against Buffalo, but he got his first shutout. Um, so that was good for them, I guess. But I mean, then again, they were playing a helpless Buffalo team who can't score. They can't score at all. And you see,
I feel
now
bad
they
for Eichel.
played
Jesus.
a
Okay.
real team again in Pittsburgh, and they gave up 4 goals. Was it 4 goals today?
Yeah, 4-1. I
That
think.
was 4-1.
So we'll see how, when they're not playing Buffalo. I mean, they did beat Pittsburgh and Boston before, so I'm not. But let's see. Let's see if they can continue what they did before those Buffalo games, because Buffalo is just helpless right now, and
Pretty much free wins.
probably gonna be in last
No
place again.
disrespect.
I mean, it's just the same cycle. I don't know what it is with them. Every year it's the same, and I mean, I feel bad for them, I guess,
Low key, yeah. Same here.
because I don't know what the problem is.
And
I mean,
even after signing Hall,
I
like,
know, right?
not they can't score, but if they hire a new coach, it seems every other year, a new GM every other
For
year,
real.
obviously there's a huge problem.
that guy is just a curse wherever he goes, Hall. Like,
I mean, what do you mean? He led you to the playoffs single-handedly.
yeah, exactly. But the guy probably won't get a cup because
Probably not.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for hockey now. So
Maybe
we could.
Buffalo get the first overall pick again. He's got that's the luck he has, the lottery luck. So
Oh my God, yeah, that's a good point.
what?
Taylor Hall, he's always getting teams that first pick. He got the Devils, now Buffalo maybe. I don't know, but
I
yeah,
mean, but he didn't get the Coyotes the top pick, so
I mean they got him when he was in a playoff run, so from you guys.
Exactly.
Then that didn't work, but they needed him. Yeah, but we can talk about the Knicks and Nets now. So that wraps up hockey. Excited night for our teams. So we can talk about the Knicks, and both teams have been good recently, Knicks and Nets. The Knicks have been their last 2 games are 1-1. They lost to the last game they lost I don't know what the hell that game was, to be honest. They lost to the
that was
Magic.
a sloppy game. Like, they were just so sloppy. Like, just like the past, like they were just so sloppy. Like, they couldn't, like mostly every shot they made, it just wouldn't go in. It's just.
And it was close until
They got blown out at the end.
they had a big run, and then they just took over. But yeah, I mean, I could see early on it wasn't our night. Like they were so into the Magic, and they had these random
I
guys
can't believe.
and making threes. Like, who the hell are you making a three? Who the hell are you? And we couldn't make any. We couldn't do anything, and then we just completely collapsed. So that's disappointing. I feel it just seems like the Knicks are somehow allergic to 500. Like, we can't
Exactly.
I don't know what it is. But before that, we had a 3-game winning streak. Beat the Hawks. That was a big win.
They were
The Rockets,
playing great.
Wizards. So those were great wins. That Hawks win was hype. That was a hype win.
Don't play again until Sunday because the game Saturdays can't postpone.
Yeah.
We would have played the Spurs off.
Yeah,
Friday night.
But now our next game Sunday against the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
You better win. The T-Wolves suck.
They do. They're the worst team in the NBA, and I'm worried about that game because they lost to the Magic. They had a G League roster out there, pretty much besides Vucevic and Ross and Fournier.
And the T-Wolves took the Pacers to OT.
I know
They can. 6.
They can probably compete with us. They have Cat. They have D'Lo's out, so like.
Yeah, well, I mean, they
Cat
just
alone.
yeah.
Good enough. Well, like you can't
underestimate anybody. That's what I feel like with the Knicks. I feel like they underestimate maybe some teams too much when they shouldn't, obviously, because it's not like we're anything special.
Nah, that team.
Yeah.
That game last night, the offense was a joke. Like
that was not good at all.
I
feel like
frustrated. That was tough to watch.
I feel like if it wasn't for Thibs, then this team would be like
be asked. Yeah.
Yeah.
If friggin' Fizdale was still a coach, we friggin' suck. That guy's a clown.
Well, just look at this. At this point last year, the Knicks were 7-22. So
Jeez.
we've doubled what basically what the Timberwolves are. We've doubled our win total in a year with the new coach.
Thanks, Tibbs.
Yeah.
So he's made a huge
But we
difference.
played better the second half
No,
of
you-
last year when friggin' Mike Miller took over.
No, like,
That's when you saw light at the end of the tunnel. Like you just saw like then that's why.
It was hard.
Yeah, and then now Tibbs just friggin' put with what he knows with friggin' years of coaching, and then now friggin' like because wherever he goes, he friggin' takes teams to the playoffs. He took the Timberwolves to the playoffs.
you also got to consider that what's his name, Fizdale. He was definitely holding some of our players back. Look at Randall now. Look at everyone that was under
Yeah.
Fizdale last year. Randall's an all-star. There's no shot he's not. Like everyone's play has improved under Tibbs and without Fizdale coaching. And like Tibbs he like brought the good defensive intensity to this team, but I feel like I don't know what Tibbs was. Not Tibbs. I don't know what Fizdale was telling them, but that guy was a joke. I think he's the worst coach we've ever had in a while.
Yeah.
So
Because that game when we got blown out by the Bucks and he's freaking smiling.
There's some memes of that game.
Yeah.
The guy was freaking laughing.
Freaking laughing. What a clown.
I can't believe that. But
Now the Knicks are going to be getting fans next week. So let's see if
yeah, let's go.
we build off that momentum.
I mean, it's only 2,000 fans.
I know, but
I'll
they
take
better
it.
go crazy. It better be loud. Because
I'll be there. No, I'm not. I wish.
What?
Nah, I said I'll be there.
We'll go to a game that's a little bit cheaper. But yeah, I know it's only 2,000, so it's probably gonna look empty anyways.
Hmm.
But hopefully people will make some noise because
No, like
obviously fans are the best in the league. I don't care. So
when I was watching that Hawks game, like the one we played the Hawks, I was like wondering how crazy would this be with fans when Noel freaking blocked when he posterized I don't know, I think Capella on the rebound. The building would have gone insane, and like when Quickly was hitting those threes.
Rays and Randall and Barrett, those three clutch.
Imagine the friggin' Garden with a full house when they finally get.
It's this year too. It sucks that we can't experience that. Like with all the year we're having with fans.
Exactly. Imagine
I want
friggin'
to see how crazy that is.
like fans going nuts.
The roof would just pop off.
I feel like we would
No
be
shot.
even better with fans because
No, yeah.
I feel like we really like the fans help the Knicks
Yeah, they're their
they're just
energy.
because it's just packed every night in
Yeah.
MSG.
Yeah.
Even if they suck, it's still packed.
Exactly.
Our fans show up no matter what. They're loyal, and we finally deserve a good season. But I just hope the Knicks can like bounce back Sunday against the T-Wolves. Don't let this like starting a losing streak or something.
Then do
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let it like.
Freaking they gotta win Sunday. They
Yeah.
gotta pull off a win Sunday. It
You
doesn't
already-
matter what the score is, just win. Just win the
Exactly.
game.
No, no. Tibbs won't let them go easy for that loss. He's gonna have them hard. He's gonna have them playing hard on Sunday.
That's what we need in a head coach.
Yeah.
Can't like, oh no, you
Can't
lost.
friggin' have a soft friggin'.
Mhm.
You know the
Oh,
players are pissed
Oh,
off.
we can't have a friggin' snowflake as our friggin'
Yeah.
coach.
Nah, bro, but the players are they're gonna play better. They were probably tired too. They were playing a lot of games going into that game. They had
Yeah.
back to backs. They had like one day off after the back to back going into that game. So they could have been
That's-
gassed. No excuses, but they probably tired or something.
That 3-game win streak was nice. I mean, can't win them all.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Work
it's
on
a young
another win
team.
streak.
So we're still the 7th seed, 6th, 7th seed around there. But I'll
Yep.
take that. I'll take that.
I mean, as long as we get like the 8th, 7th seed, it's fine.
I want to make
Just be in by the end.
True, but I mean, I feel like this team is good enough to, get it like possibly a 6 seed.
I
somehow.
do too.
Mm,
And that,
yeah.
that would be a big help because if you're the 7th or 8th seed, you're going to be playing the Bucks.
Yeah, it's not. You're
No chance, but you pay the place. Let's say we get 6, you're paying like the Pacers.
not
Well,
six.
we have a chance.
Six plays a third
Ah.
seed, so that would
Oh
be
no, that's right. No, that's 4 or 5.
five
That
plays four. Yep.
would be
So
Celtic.
six would play Brooklyn. I think. I don't want to play Brooklyn.
Celtics are 4th right now, right? No,
I
they're-
mean, if we beat Brooklyn,
That'd
that
be a
would
fun matchup, though. I don't
that'd
care
be
what
good.
happens. That'd be a fun matchup. Look,
That would be a great match.
no, Milwaukee's in 3rd.
they're terrible right now. I don't know
Who's in
what's wrong with
first
them.
right now.
First Sixers. They've been first the whole season, pretty much.
The East is bad, so we
Besides
if we
the
just
top
get in.
three.
Maybe the Knicks. If we get in and there's more fans, maybe the Knicks just build off like the crowd or something. I don't know.
Yep, exactly.
I'd hope so. Yeah, we'll see what they do. Hopefully they
That's what
bounce
the
back.
Knicks do usually. They're amazing.
Nah, but that'll be exciting. I've been thinking about that game ever since they announced it. I've been thinking about that game. I'm excited for that 23rd against the Warriors, first home game. Curry at MSG. with
Hopefully
fans.
Steph doesn't
Oh God, steal the show.
blow us out.
Nah, we gotta beat them.
Got to him last time.
Yeah, but
Well, every game's different.
I think I fell asleep for that game.
oh my gosh. Yeah, that was
my
a
goodness.
West Coast game.
Yeah.
I'm not falling asleep ever for the Knicks. But
All right.
nah, we'll speak about the Nets now. The Brooklyn Nets. They're on fire right now, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
They're on a West Coast trip right now, 6-game West Coast trip. Started off I have it up here. I know they've won give me a sec. So the Nets, they beat the what's it called? They beat the Kings, Suns, and tonight they're playing the Lakers. They're up 10
And
right
they're
now.
currently up.
Yeah, so they can
53 up at
that'll be
halftime.
their
5th round. in a row?
fifth straight win if they pull this off. But
And I think KD and Kyrie were both out.
Again, yeah.
So if
Tonight,
they
I
pull
think
off
Kyrie's
a
back.
win against
No.
the Lakers, which they're like one of the best team in the league.
they're without AD for a little bit, but they still have LeBron James. So
I think Kyrie and KD were out for a game.
Kyrie's in. But no KD.
No, but
it's Kyrie and Harden. That's
KD's
freaking
out
awesome.
tonight. So I'm saying.
But even with
KD and Kyrie were out 2 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, even without Kyrie and KD, they freaking still came back down. 20.
Exactly. Yeah,
Again,
no, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about that Suns game because that was insane. Kings,
Yeah.
they won that game pretty easily. But
Well, I
Suns-
mean, that game was close, and the Nets had a 20-0 run in the 3rd quarter, and that was it. I think it was like 82-80, and then the Nets had a freaking 20-0 run. That was that game.
yeah, you knew they were being the Kings, but the Suns game that was
I was
insane.
watching that.
Didn't
Yeah, you can
Harden
watch
hit
that
the
whole game.
dagger?
You can probably talk about it. I know the Nets came back from a 24-point deficit, but I didn't really watch. You said you watched the whole game, so if you
Yeah,
like-
I had the whole game on. That was insane. The Suns controlled the first half of the game.
Mhm.
They were making their shots, Chris Paul and everybody. So that was a great first half for them, and they were up over 20 points. But the second half, the Nets turned the tables, and they had, after halftime, they scored 74 points to the Suns' 49. So that made up the deficit. But that was just incredible because you couldn't believe, it was just, I thought the game was over. And
Yeah.
then I'm seeing Nets fans say, oh yeah, it's a throwaway game because they didn't have their two of the top players, but they fought back. People like Tyler Johnson, Joe Harris showed up, Shamit, Jeff Green had a big game.
Harden had his first
Johnson had
signature
17
moment.
points.
Yeah.
Harris
Mm.
22, Green 18.
Wow.
So those secondary guys showed up, and then Harden obviously had the biggest game of them all, 38
Mhm.
points. So after the 3rd quarter, they were down 12, I believe. And then the 4th quarter, and I was, watching, and you could see they were fighting back. And then they got to within 2. I think they got a 3 from Tyler Johnson with 5-6 minutes left. And oh boy, we have a game
Mm.
now. And then in the last 3 minutes, it was like a showdown between the Nets and freaking Chris Paul. The Nets would get a shot, a 3 or 2, whatever. Chris Paul would come down and answer. He answered like 5, 6 times in that.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he just kept answering. And then at the end, they missed the shot. Harden came down with the 3. They went back down again. They couldn't do anything, and that was it. And they won.
Yeah, Harden hit that insane dagger, his step back 3 for pretty much the win, put them up. And now this could be the Nets could maybe go on the big winning streak you expected them to go on, like where they dominate everyone. I could honestly get that feeling that they have a lot of momentum riding now.
Oh yeah, they'll be dangerous in the playoffs.
Oh, for sure. If they beat the Lakers tonight, then they've got the Clippers after that. The Clippers will obviously be tougher because they're fully healthy. Lakers are missing AD, but like those are huge wins. They could maybe even move to first place if they keep playing this well. Sixers.
Well, I mean, they gotta compete with the Sixers because I mean they're playing out.
They're first place by like a game or 2. I think.
Oh, and something to mention about the Knicks, didn't Randall have like 40 points against the Hawks?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that's right. We gotta talk.
We didn't mention
right.
that. Yeah. No,
I
44
said it briefly, but I don't think you confirmed me. I
nah.
said he had 44.
Randall pretty much cemented his All-Star
Oh yeah, that
after that game.
If he's not an All-Star,
implanted his All-Star.
All-Star
He
season.
implanted that.
Maybe most improved. Maybe definitely All-Star. Most improved. There's a lot of players, so I don't know. Who knows about
he'll
that?
be a
Because
finalist.
for his last like 5 games, he's been getting 20 plus, maybe more games.
His average has gone up to like 25 now from 23, I think. So his stats are just inflating every game. That was his first 40-point game as a Knick, which was insane.
Yeah.
I feel like I was watching Carmelo Anthony. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Making every clutch 3.
Wasn't
Nah,
that the most points since Melo?
Yeah, I think so. That was nuts. He made like 7 threes, clutch shots. If we can get, if that's the type of player,
LeBron for a second.
if that's the type of player we got with Randall now, like permanently, he stays like this now. I think he will. Then that.
Well, yeah. And I just saw that I guess Ian Begley of SNY said that the Knicks don't want to trade him. They want to build around him as a future piece. So
They should.
We should.
I would definitely not trade him, but maybe like take a call, see his value, but like definitely not trade him.
Yeah, like see the offer.
I mean, yeah. I'm
Because
sure they're gonna do that.
his value is freaking sky high right now. He'll probably get us
Gotta be high.
probably get us a first rounder. I'm definitely not trading him because how many times have we traded impactful players? KP, so many players. KP.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's time to just hold on to it.
Exactly. We have talent now, so like, why do you want to get rid of
Isn't his
it?
contract up in like 2 years?
Yeah, 1 or 2 years.
Yeah,
signed a
because
4
he's
year.
on a 4-year He signed a 4-year contract last summer.
Yep.
You're right. So
After the Nets got the freaking.
I wonder what he would take I wonder what his extension would be like. Probably in
I mean, he's gonna want crazy money.
I don't want to give him
Unless
a
he
max.
If he keeps it up, it's gonna be a lot.
I hope he could be a team player, not ask for a max, but he's cool. He deserves
I mean,
it.
he looks like a team player.
Well, this guy's gonna ask for like a freaking
Super max. Who's he? Giannis.
Not that.
You gotta be Giannis or LeBron James to get a super max.
I wonder if Giannis is regretting taking that max.
That's what I'm saying, man. You could have came to the Knicks. Giannis came with Randall.
Imagine.
That's what I was saying. He should have waited like one more year, see the free agency market. Now he's stuck with Now he's stuck with the Bucks. That team's so overrated. They have no one to help him. They have Chris Middleton. He's not bad, but like.
Well, I don't know. Does he have a trade clause?
Yeah, he's stuck there.
He's not.
He's stuck there.
He's loyal. He's gonna stay there his whole career.
But imagine the Knicks getting a superstar to combat the Nets with their 3. I mean.
Nah, you can't deny that we haven't we're a good destination now after this season. If we continue.
Well, if we can get a playoff spot, then there's no
Oh, yeah.
shot that
Won't
there's
draw.
no shot that like our name's not going to be flown in.
Maybe Kawhi comes here next year.
I hope if he doesn't stay with
You
LA.
think he's gonna leave
It
his home?
depends.
I mean, maybe.
No, like
Kawhi's been around a lot. So.
Man, if he doesn't win a championship, he might look at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
gotta
already
win.
has. He has like
Because
few.
also I feel like he might look at because if we make the playoffs we might have a good and like and if the Clippers don't win because hand in hand if like the fact that like because because the Knicks they really don't have like a core without if they don't have Tibbs so if they had friggin' Kawhi
Oh my gosh.
then I wonder how better we would be with Tibbs as our coach. Tibbs as the coach.
He's already like the best defender in the NBA. Imagine those two together. That'd
No,
be
imagine friggin' Mitch.
no, Mitt.
Oh,
We're
oh,
missing him.
with his defense, with friggin' Kawhi, friggin' Randall.
I know.
Just imagine, and then friggin' and then quickly.
Quickly.
You can't forget about him.
I'm gonna buy a jersey of Quickly. I love that kid. I want to buy a
Yeah.
jersey. He's so
Kawhi
good.
can go. Kawhi can leave the Clippers. They're always gonna be in the shadow of the Lakers anyway.
You're not wrong.
Sure.
No, but speaking of like free agents and like if we're interested and like if we're in an interesting destination, like I think Drummond is interested in coming here if like
That would be a good experiment for him and Randall to see if they pay.
yeah
him.
we can.
Or we'd
Like,
have to trade.
would you guys want Drummond?
Well, unless they buy him out.
I don't know honestly. Like
I
yeah,
mean-
that
I
I
mean,
think
it
I think we
depends.
would get him if I think the only way we get him is if he gets bought out. I don't think we're gonna trade for him, but like I think we should just stick with this duo because
Yeah.
Mitch is out.
Yeah,
Mitch
just
is
stick
out
with
like
it, and then
4 to 6
just-
weeks. But
See,
I
and
mean,
then just
Noel's a good backup to him, but
I feel
Mm.
like it's gonna kill us though. These centers, they're not bad, but like if you play with an elite center, you saw Vucevic, like someone we held them in Pat Vucevic, but so like they can't rebound those guys. They gave so many second opportunities, and the Magic took advantage of that.
they catch the ball.
I know, like we're missing Mitch for that part of his
Mhm.
game, the rebounding. So that's why I'm wondering, like, if we sign Drummond, his that rebounding,
Well,
that's what he
that'll
gives
be,
you. Defense, pretty solid.
I
He's
feel like
good.
him and Randall would work well too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be down for that
That'd
experiment.
be okay.
Like, if depends if it's the buyout route or like a trade. So they trade deadline is March. It's mid-March, I think, March 20 something. But there's I expect like some rumors to heat up soon. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I feel like the Knicks are definitely gonna try to make a move.
Oh,
They-
you
They want to get someone in here. With Levine, not Levine,
not
not
to trade. Rivers probably doesn't want to be here
Mhm.
anymore because he has no spot on this team anymore. So
no. Yeah, he'll be gone, no doubt.
you have some assets
Levine.
to trade. Just don't try to trade picks. I mean,
Yeah, I personally think Oladipo has the best shot of.
but there's no shot we get Beal.
No, definitely. Beal's,
Well,
he doesn't
no
want to be
shot.
traded. I don't know why. He doesn't want to be freaking traded.
and we'd have
No
to probably give up
shot.
like a
Barrett,
first round or two.
everything. Like, why we can't keep doing this stuff, giving away young players for like
Yeah, we
he's a
can't.
superstar, but like
And we aren't one star away or one
Yeah,
player
exactly.
away.
I don't want to do that. I don't want. I'm fine with Oladipo. It'll probably cost not much.
When
But,
it's time in 2 or 3 years, then yeah, do it. But not now.
Mm-hmm. And RJ's probably gonna be like one of those guys in like next
Hopefully.
year or the year after. Yeah, I hope so. He's been balling now.
hmm
But yeah,
Oh.
what did you say?
Huh?
Or are you gonna say something or nah?
Well, I mean, RJ, yeah, he another one that's improved this year, basically, and
No, he's been,
and basically, like, hopefully he continues to get better because hopefully he improves his 3-point shot because that still needs work.
yeah, it's holding him back for sure. But his other parts of his game have improved this year. If he gets that shooting up, he'll definitely be a solid player.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
20+ points if he's consistent at hitting those threes.
And I also want to see more of Toppin. He looks like he could be a really good player.
I like what he's been doing when he sees the floor now.
Yep.
He didn't see yesterday because they were desperate to get Randall back in there because we weren't scoring. So like
he's our go-to guy.
I feel bad for Top, and he's like every time we can't score, he's like they pull him out and they're like, "Come on, Randall, get back in here, start scoring for us."
I mean, Thibs likes to play the. I mean, he gets a narrative thrown around that he doesn't like to play the young guys. But,
nah, he should. No, that's kind of like he should. He never plays RJ in the.
Dunks.
No, like I don't know why he doesn't play RJ in the fourth quarter. That's one of my issues. Like he's our one of our top young players.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he not out there in the fourth quarter, crunch time?
And
he had some shots in Atlanta. I guess Atlanta.
And also, Peyton has been picking it up recently.
Surprisingly.
After the hate he's been getting.
He hasn't been that bad, Peyton.
No.
And Tibbs has done a good job. Tibbs has done a good job. Like he's usually doing even amount of minutes for Peyton and quickly. So
I like what he's doing. Mm-hmm. Just fix up give RJ some fourth quarter minutes, please, and that's all.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Gotta give the young guys experience.
Because like if it's not RJ, it's Alec Burks and Reggie Bullock, and are they that much better than? Are they like they're not even better than Barrett?
And they're not the future either. So.
Exactly.
And how old is Burks? He's pretty young.
He's like almost 30, I think, or he might be 30. But like RJ can definitely attack the hoop, get us a bucket. Those guys are probably gonna hit a three for you. Like yesterday sucked, the whole team did, but like that's why he has them in there for shooting.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for the basketball. We covered Knicks Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they keep it rolling. Well, the next time, the last time we said what's it called? The last time we covered them, they went on both teams went on a win streak since our last video. It's pretty funny.
They were good luck.
Yeah, we're definitely good luck to both teams. But yeah, now we can talk about some baseball news, Mets and Yankees. Sal, if you want to speak about your Yankees, they made some news signing Justin Wilson.
Justin Wilson to 1 year. I don't think the money was has been officially confirmed, but I think it's like $3 million.
$4 million, I think.
$4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's obviously the Mets were one of the targets to get him, but he came back to the Bronx. He pitched with us in 2015 for I think 74 games, and he pitched pretty good. Don't have the exact stats up right now. I could get them.
Yeah, I'll put them up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good.
That was a solid move, and also and basically I feel like another apparently Clint Frazier might be starting left field.
Really?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's getting a starting job. Damn.
So Gardner's.
Oh yeah, I would definitely give it to Frazier over Gardner or someone.
Frazier deserves the chance. I mean, he just showed great potential last year in the short season. His bat and his defense was better. So you got to give him a shot. You got to see what he has. He can't be shuffling between the minors and this and that. Got to give the guy a shot. Gardner had his, maybe they bring it back for a bench, but he can't be starting.
Yeah, I mean.
Do you think it happened? Do you think he's done for? We mentioned the last couple of episodes, but it still hasn't happened. I saw Boone talking about him.
Yeah, Boone. Yeah, he smiled when.
I know.
So I mean.
Maybe they'll come up with something like a veteran's minimum or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he shouldn't get paid that much.
He's not gonna get paid that much. Well, maybe he'll be what if he goes on the coaching staff or something?
Funny.
I mean, yeah.
He's like a player coach. Who knows?
No, but that.
Back to the.
No, you go ahead. No.
Back to the Wilson deal. I mean, it's pretty solid. Now we have now like the late innings, we have him, Wilson, Green, Chapman, Britton. So yeah, pretty stacked bullpen.
Yeah, like that just kind of improves our bullpen. I mean,
Oh, definitely.
I'm like just like makes it a lot better because especially more like depth wise, especially when we need an important guy. I feel like he could come in and do something.
And we got
Kind of just close out
Eliza,
something.
McNelson,
Yeah, that is another lefty to your pen. I like that. You got like 3 lefties in there.
Yeah.
Like you said, Wilson, Chapman, Britton. Chapman and Britton are already good enough. Now you got Wilson as a Mets fan. You're gonna love him. He pitches good to lefties and righties.
And
Well, last year to
and
right.
then O'Day and then O'Day.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that too. He's a good side armor pitcher.
Yep.
But like that, do you think that's it for the Yankees this offseason? They're going into the season with this.
Yeah, I think they got.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully
overall,
Nick
how do you
Nelson
feel
and,
about?
Jonathan Loizica could step up and be that bolster our bullpen even more.
Mm-hmm. It's good to have some depth, young depth like that.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the offseason overall? If it were to be done now, or
Definitely, we addressed our needs.
mm-hmm.
We got pitching.
Yeah, they got what they needed to get. They got what they got what they could afford. They were going in the off season. They're basically 2 big things were to resign DJ and get a few pitching, and they did both of those things.
Yeah.
But would you? I mean, yeah, they got 2 pitchers, but they basically just replaced them with Tanaka. They replaced Tanaka and Paxton, so they didn't really add anybody, and they brought back DJ. So they just
Well, I mean.
Well,
gonna start some beef.
Well,
I mean, they still added
like Tanaka. I'm glad if
they could have just let Tanaka and Paxton walk and not sign anybody.
Yeah, they have to
minors like Gill and Schmidt to take it over.
That would have been even worse if you did
that. Because you need and basically also I'm fine with the 2 pit with McCluber and basically Taiwan. I'm
the risk.
The risk is but I reward.
There's those moves are definitely.
Is coming off 2 Tommy John surgeries, but he's showing good potential. So I mean, hopefully it works out. And Clivers, we already know how he's been, but he got injured this past year, so.
I feel like you guys are gonna get the good version of him. I don't know why. I just feel like it's gonna happen.
That's always works with the Yankees.
Yeah, you get the best out of these players.
And Sevy, good news came out from him today, since pitchers and catchers reported yesterday. So I think Boone said he was throwing, long tossing already.
Oh yeah, and then we got I don't think we mentioned that about Domingo Herman.
Oh yeah,
that was weird.
So apparently he's coming back, but I mean we'll see what happens. I mean because hopefully he just puts that whole situation behind.
Yeah, what did he say yesterday on Instagram?
Did he put some weird stuff on Instagram or something?
So I guess he said everything is over in Spanish.
Yeah.
Then he deleted it and deleted everything, and then he put that he's ready.
Yeah, I mean maybe he's
quote about him rebounding.
Maybe he's dealing with something.
Yeah.
Wait, and then didn't he put something on Twitter too?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, and then
Herman, and then he say something something with and didn't he have beef with somebody or something?
Yeah, he was posting some weird stuff.
Britain talked about Herman. I'll pull that quote up quick. I'll read it.
Yeah, I have the quote
So
here.
Zach Britton, he got asked a question about like Herman's situation, and Marcelo, if you have the exact quote, you can say it.
Yeah, I have it. So Britton quote, I don't think he owes anything to me. I think it's off the field stuff that he needs to take care of.
Yeah.
I'm saying as an interview when asked about Herman returning, sometimes you don't get to control who your teammates are. That was the eye-popping thing. And that's the situation. I don't
Damn.
agree with what he did. I
Yeah.
don't think it has any place in the game or off the field at all.
That's gonna be awkward in the locker room. Jeez.
Yeah, and obviously that's referring to the domestic violence
Yeah.
issues
That's
that he had,
decent.
which has caused him to be suspended for half this 81 games.
I mean, I think he did something else too that was bad. But I don't support it, obviously.
No, definitely
Neither
not.
should any of you. So
Nah, but the guy's getting another chance. He can't mess that up.
Yeah.
He's lucky he's getting another chance.
Yeah.
We'll see
I
how he
mean, as
does.
long as he pitches like he did in 2019, I guess that's good.
That'd be good for you guys. More depth to that rotation. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Yankees news. They're in spring training now, pitchers and catchers. Same with the Mets, who we'll talk about now, who made a move bringing in center fielder Kevin Pillar. It's a depth move. That's a depth move right there. But like, it's definitely I'm okay with the move. I can't say I'm like excited about it because. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I think he's gonna like come off the bench probably, right? You would think. I don't know. He would.
Yeah. Unless there's a DH and Nimmo goes to left and he goes to center. I don't know. See, now they got him and Almora, which I understand. Sandy Alderson talked about, throughout the offseason. I think even after like we made the big moves from Lindor that they needed outfield depth. We just had Conforto, we had Nimmo. And really, those were the only true outfielders. Obviously, Davis played in the outfield. Smith did, but they weren't really outfielders. So they needed to go and get outfield depth, and they did. So Almora, which he has an option for the minors. So and then they got Pilar, which was a major league deal. So they'll have him, and then they got guys like Jose Martinez. They signed Jonathan Villar, Luis Guillorme, and then J.D. Davis. If they do get a third baseman, he would go on the bench. But I don't think they're going to be getting a third baseman. It seems. I don't think they're going to be doing much else, really.
We're done after a couple
months. Done, but, there's more this offseason. I mean, we're still in February, but still a lot of guys out there and potential for trades, but I don't know. I don't know what the Mets are doing or what they have up to their sleeve, and I can't really say much because they made that Lindor move literally like nobody had any idea what was going on.
Yeah, nothing led up to it. It was just out of the blue.
Carrasco added into it. Like
that was.
Yeah. And that day, I think I saw a tweet that somebody said like there's no traction on a Lindor trade, and then like a couple hours later, maybe it was the day before, but whatever. Then I see the Jeff Passan tweet: Mets in active talks.
Oh my God!
And my heart just dropped. I was like, "There's no way."
Me and Marcello called each other right away.
We called each other. There was just no way.
I remember that day. I was at work. I was holy crap.
I was going crazy. I thought we were just gonna sign everybody after that too, but that was our last big.
Yeah, that was the hype was there, and then a bunch of bad stuff followed that. But whatever. Sandy Alderson did say you don't win the offseason, you want to win the season, the regular season. So obviously, many teams have had amazing off seasons and gone on to be bad. The San Diego Padres in 2015. They did a lot that offseason.
I remember that.
Spent a lot of money, but they were bad. So, but we'll see what happens.
Padres this offseason.
I don't think we're completely done.
A lot of money.
I'd like.
Oh yeah. The Padres just spent.
Good for them.
Fernando Tatis.
You got a crazy extension.
14 years, 340.
14
No.
years,
That's
$25 million.
That's just crazy.
And
He's
he
not
hasn't
even 23 yet.
Nope, and he just turned 22 in January, and
My
he
God.
hasn't even played a full season yet. but they want to lock him up. And you know what? I give all the credit in the world to the Padres because
too.
at the beginning of the offseason, I was shocked that of all these teams crying poverty, and then San Diego, which is considered a small market, you know, media-wise, and they're out here making big moves and spending money, and I was completely shocked. And then today on MLB Network, I heard that they talked about their owner who says, what's the point of, you know, not trying to go out there and win and spend money? And I was like, wow, that is refreshing to hear
Yeah.
from an owner. Meanwhile, I mean, obviously not our owner is going to be crying poverty. At least I hope not.
Poverty.
But the other owner basically has cried poverty. I mean,
Yeah.
even the Yankees, they don't want to go over the luxury tax. They say they lost a lot of money, which makes sense because, you know, they bring in a lot of revenue. No fans, they lost all that money. So, but most teams, but then again, they're still $1 billion franchise. All these teams are. So there's really no excuse not to go in. But the Padres have, and good for them.
I mean, yeah, and again with the Yankees not going over the freaking luxury tax. I mean, you haven't won the whole thing in a decade.
They should have gone big.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I'm not complaining about the off season. It was good.
no, I just wanted to
Seeing the
mention
Dodgers going over it with Bauer and just,
a lot of teams
Yeah,
did it.
because see, the Dodgers, the last 3 years, they were under the tax. So they saw this was the perfect time to pounce. Obviously, see, this is what the thing about the Dodgers. Their organization is ran so well, and that's why when Steve Cohen had his intro conference, he mentioned the Dodgers and their way
That's the team you look
of
up
how they
to.
built the team. You know, not like we're gonna copy, you know, but as like, you know, a way to emulate, because that's how I want to see the Mets. I want to see the Mets be successful. You have to build within, and then you're able to spend money. See, the Dodgers really haven't spent that big in free agency the last few years. They've been able to. I mean, most of their guys have really been developed, and they made a big trade for Betts. But a lot of their pitchers, you know, Bueller, Dustin May, Julio Urias, Clayton Kershaw, obviously a long time ago, but they were all developed and drafted by them. And then their offense is Corey Seager, Bellinger, Betts, which is a trade, and guys that they drafted in turn, the guys that they picked up. So really haven't made any big free agent signings, but now they saw the opportunity. The Padres got much better this offseason, and they wanted to pounce on that opportunity.
Yeah, but
and you have to think if you're a Yankees fan that with Tatis extension, Glaber's extension might be coming up in like maybe 2 years.
But well, what about this thing? Do you think the Yankees are gonna stick with Glaber, or are they gonna go after a seat? Not Seager's probably not leaving,
No
but like a
shot.
Trevor Story.
I mean,
that'd be interesting.
Glaber has to show he's the shortstop of the future this upcoming season.
Yeah, he has to friggin' show that he's long term.
I think he is regardless, but he just has to.
Because
Yeah, he had a tough 2020, but I mean,
yeah,
talent's
I
there.
mean everyone did. 60-game season. Not everyone.
Yeah, it's a small sample. Doesn't
Yeah, you can't judge
really mean much.
really too much, take much into it.
No, but I want a final point I wanted to mention about the Mets. I would hope they would finish the offseason signing like 2 more pitchers. One starting pitcher I'd want is Jake Odorizzi, who's he's still around, and he could we have Jeremy Hefner. He was with what's his name, Odorizzi in Minnesota, so that could be a possible reunion right there. I would hope like Hefner could be like pushing that to the Mets or something.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me before, but like I want a starter and maybe like a lower end reliever for depth, like Jeremy Jeffress or something like that. That's all.
Jose Alvarez, somebody.
They just gotta add a few like pitching depth and finish it off like that. I'd be happy with that, to be honest.
I agree, and unless maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe they have another trade in the works. We don't know, but as of now, we need another starter. Jake Odorizzi. Obviously, we didn't mention, but maybe no, we talked about it last time. They missed out on Paxton for $2.5 million, which I don't understand why they couldn't just pay that.
Exactly.
But we got to get Odorizzi, Taijuan Walker. that I saw that they have serious interest in him, which
Hmm.
really just started out the last couple days.
I'd be okay with that.
I mean,
He's okay.
his
He's
advanced stats are really
okay.
bad. I mean, if you
I know.
look up what is it? It's one of those advanced stats websites.
You said he was like
A lot
projected
of
70 ERA or something, or like something
well, yeah, his
terrible.
expected ERA. His actual ERA. See, I have his stats.
He had a good ERA in the 60-game season, like a
Yeah,
2.7.
53 innings, 22% strikeout percentage, 8.4% walk percentage, 2.7 ERA, but his FIP, fielding independent pitching, was 4.56. So that indicated that he did probably got a little bit lucky. His expected ERA,
Mhm.
according to those stats, was like over 7. So it was kind of similar thing with Jeffress, which is why I
Jeffers
was
is.
irked when we did not sign Trevor Rosenthal.
Yep. Another
That was
missed
a lot of
free
money,
agent.
though.
What are we doing, man? We're getting
That
outbid
was a
by
lot of
everyone
money.
here.
Paying her to leave her, what, 11 million?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
that's a good
That's the
point.
thing. You can't completely fault them because,
Mhm.
first of all, he wanted to close.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
the
point.
first thing. Second of all, that is a lot of money for a guy who, just as recently 2019 was terrible.
Wasn't
But
like one good year? Yeah.
but but the thing is, was he was coming off an injury that year. But he
Yeah.
was good before that, and then this year he was great. I mean, his advanced stats were insane. So I think he's going to be able to recreate it. But Oakland needing a closer. He doesn't have to move that much. He was in San Diego, so he just got to go up north a little bit, and he's in Oakland. So I guess it was a better fit for him. But I was kind of, I was not kind of, I was pretty angry when I saw that alert. I was
Yep.
mad, and I called my dad and stuff. But
Huh.
whatever, we got to get some depth pieces, maybe like Jose Alvarez, Jeremy Jeffress, Shane Green had a kind of good year.
Just one
Somebody,
reliever. So like hold the fort down if we need someone to put in. Like for while Lugo's out. You just gotta do that. You can't just rely on this bullpen without Lugo, without like signing another reliever. But
yeah,
I was
And,
surprised Oakland signed him
yeah,
out of
so
anyone.
Yeah.
Oakland making a move. I thought that I saw like their fans are like coming for their owner. They hate that guy. He's like
well, they
cheap.
should be. The guy's worth $2 billion, I believe. And look at San Diego. I think their owner is worth a lot less than that, and
Oh,
they're out there spending. I know Oakland's, tough, even smaller market, but still. So is San Diego. They're a small market.
Mhm.
Oakland's got passionate fans. I mean, it's a
yeah, they
small
do.
fan base, not like San Francisco, but they've been around a long time, Oakland. I mean, the Athletics. So the owner should stop being cheap. They have talent there. Also, their system is bad.
Mhm.
So they would end up rebuilding
Oakland's in
anyways.
trouble now. They're gonna be.
They got to spend some money on the pieces they need to make a run because last year they lost in the freaking no, they beat the White Sox, but then
Yeah.
they freaking lost to
Yeah.
Houston. So they
Yep.
can't get out of the DS.
They've been stuck in that. But yeah, Oakland has nothing.
I have another thing about Wilson.
Yeah, go ahead.
So back in 2015, when we traded him to no,
Right.
when
Hmm.
we traded him to Detroit back in 2015, we got Sessa and Green. They were in the minors, obviously, back then. And now, when him signing this year, he's back with Sessa and Green in the bullpen.
Like literally like Chapman trade again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are signing all these guys back that you trade. That's
Adam Warren's back to it.
yeah, but that move should be good for you guys. We'll see how both teams look going into spring training, which is coming up very soon. They'll be playing games at the Yankees played at the end of this month, I think, February, and like Mets play March 1st, first spring training game.
Yep.
So the off season is slowly coming to an end. So we'll see how they look. But
and I want to say one thing about Gio Urshela. He had surgery on his bone spur
oh yeah,
at the end of the season, and it's reported that he's been doing good and fielding ground balls good and in the cage good. Well, at least today when they first started. So hopefully that's good news for him to start opening day maybe that's good news for you because you guys, because of Seth Lugo.
Oh my God.
So maybe.
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
is?
it's probably different for a pitcher.
Yeah, for sure. What is?
Maybe he bounces back like.
Was Gio projected to miss opening day or something or?
No, I think. Wait, my bad. I think he was. He was projected to miss like the couple games of spring training.
No, he's good. Oh, spring training. Yeah,
They probably won't start him like right out the gate.
Yeah, spring training.
But.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, but he should be ready by opening day.
Yeah, he should.
Nah. Yeah, we could close this out now with one more topic about the Jets. A quick rumor that came out this morning about Deshaun Watson. I think it was reported by The Athletic. They said Deshaun Watson said I don't know how this like.
I have it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what it is, but you could go ahead.
Yeah, Watson is aware that any trade with New York will limit the Jets' ability to build a quality roster around him.
That's like who even knows if that's true? That's a rumor, but like something we just wanted to mention. But like if that's true, like what I would just draft Wilson. I don't know. But why would he?
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. But first, as one reporter mentioned, Dan Graziano, he tweeted the last part doesn't make sense though. The Jets project to have about 70 million cap room and Watson 21 cap hits 10.54 million. There may not be a team in a timely better position to build a quality roster on Watson the Jets, and that's 100% correct. Yeah. I guess maybe the point is that the Jets don't really have, the talent on the roster right now, which is why they add Watson. I mean, they still have cap and draft capital. So even if they traded, like I would go 3 first-round picks and maybe like a second or third to get Watson, but I wouldn't do 4 first-rounders. I wouldn't, trade everybody or any of our top defense guys like Williams or Becton. But I still think the Jets will pursue it. If he wants to come here, who knows? But we are in a good position to build around him, I think. But, the Jets will ask themselves if they believe that it will hinder them. And if it's better that they draft Wilson, then go ahead. If they see that Wilson can be a franchise QB, then do it, Save your picks and go build that way. But if you want a proven franchise QB, which us Jets fans have been waiting forever, then go out and do it. And you do your best. If he doesn't want to come, he doesn't have to come. All right. I'll be fine. If he gets traded to, Carolina, Denver, Niners, I guess, whatever, that's fine. But they don't really have that much cap space. Like the Niners have like 14 million. Broncos have 30 million. And Panthers have 20 million. So I don't know how they would fit Watson.
I think it's all BS.
Yeah, I just can't believe. I can't believe
where are these people getting that from? Yeah, Watson's gonna tell someone that he's not
the third most cap space in the NFL. We have so much draft capital. Like what?
Yeah, even if we trade him, we still have picks. Like, come on, Douglas is.
I can't believe that.
I know.
Yeah, I don't see that being true, but. I'm so lost in this Watson stuff, man. There's a new rumor every week. Like it's crazy.
No one.
Is he going to be traded? Where is he going to be traded? Yeah. When's he going to be traded? It's just insane with these rumors.
I mean,
nobody knows really.
Yeah, we just got to wake up and see if he gets traded one of these days.
Yeah, I think this is going to take like a while.
Me too.
It's not going to be like the Stafford trade or the or Wentz, who got traded today to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could also mention like that trade that could affect the Jets because the Colts were definitely in on Darnold if they didn't get Wentz. So like that takes one less suitor off Darnold's list. But they're still the football team. They're still the Niners. Yeah, there's still two.
Steelers possibly, probably not the Vikings.
No, I
think that Kirk showed he could be.
No, they're not
gonna be good last year. So
they Wentz only went for a second and third. So like there's no shot we get a first anymore. That's just
I saw
What
I
happened?
saw that it's somebody reported that league sources say that the Jets could get more for Darnold.
Really?
Darnold over
Well,
Wentz.
once is that second could turn into a first.
Yeah,
if he
there's some things
plays
like
like 75%
What's
of
the
the snaps,
condition?
which he will. He
Yeah.
probably will.
What was the condition? Playoffs?
I think he has to play some games,
He has
certain
to
amount of
play
games.
75% of like regular.
Oh, what if he gets hurt?
Well, then they don't get the
Don't get that first.
but like I feel
Well, I think he will.
no, I like that fit. I like
Yeah.
that trade. I like the fit. I like everything about it. New home for him.
Colts could be Super Bowl contenders. I mean,
If it
he's
goes
back
well.
with Frank Reich, his OC, like in the Super Bowl year where he got hurt, but he still did good before he got hurt. When Frank Reich was his OC in Philly, and now he's the head coach in Indy. So
Yeah, I would
hopefully,
expect
I mean,
Darnold
I'm
to be the
hoping
next.
he could do good.
Yeah, I'd expect Sam to be the next QB off the board though for sure. Like he'll be maybe closer to free agency or maybe in the coming weeks. Who knows? Because these QBs are flying off the board. All the guys
I
are put
mean,
on the
Sam
trade
could
block.
get traded any second.
I know they could just like
This trade
Washington
got
could close up.
this trade announced like out of nowhere. The Rams trade
I know, yeah.
announced out of nowhere.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
crazy offseason for football, and I'm
Yeah.
excited for it.
Mhm.
I want the Jets to be very active, sign some free agents, make trades. Hopefully they turn it around, have a good team out there, have a
And
good
you never
draft.
know. Maybe that a Watson trade could come on maybe draft night because maybe they're just waiting.
I
Imagine
feel
that.
like they would do it before so they can get an idea who they want to scout with that pick. I mean, that's an obvious decision though. Like if you're trading for the second pick,
Yeah,
you're gonna know
true,
who you
but
want.
I'm sure Joe Douglas is like in companies like has all ideas like open like scouting this player, that player, Watson trade.
Nah, they have their plan for
Yeah.
sure. They have their whole free agent plan already. Probably they have their whole draft board. Look,
And target for the Jets, Allen Robinson could get. He could want to stay in Chicago, right?
I hope not. That better not be true. Why would he? Why would he
I
want
don't
to stay
think we're
there? They have no quarterback.
I mean,
no,
Ron, didn't you say
no,
that?
that's a true rumor. Yeah, he could be extended, but like or franchise tagged or whatever. I don't. Well,
He was saying franchise tagged and trades.
Yeah, the Bears probably want to do that. If he wants to leave, they'll probably get something back for him instead of like just letting him walk. But like I would hope they don't because I want to sign him badly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Allen Robinson.
oh wait, I just found this. I mean, I don't know how reliable this is. I don't know really who this is, but it says source. It was today. Jets have made the internal decision to move on from Sam Darnold. Trade market has picked up for him over the last few weeks, expecting to be dealt by the end of March. Take that with a grain of
That
salt.
makes sense.
Wait, who was it reported by?
Hold on, I'll let you know. But Jets and Panthers are the main suitors for Watson. Texans
Wow.
remain reluctant to deal him. And if they would prefer to deal him to the Panthers, Jets package may be too much to turn down, however.
Ooh,
Kyle Teichart.
I had never heard of that guy in my life, but
Are you verified?
I'll take that.
No, it's no, it's not verified. I don't know who it is, but
I'll take that rumor. Put
Like
it
a rumor. I mean,
take it with a grain of salt.
something to believe and get me
Yes.
hyped up.
I'm surprised you didn't hear this. So you watch the Michael K show. It was Rich Shamini said a league source told me he believes Sam Darnold will be traded for more than what Carson Wentz was traded for.
I mean,
Look at that. If we could do that, and then you get Watson, like you trade 3 first-round picks for Watson. Let's say you get a first rounder, maybe more for Darnold,
Yeah, flip one of
or
those.
even if you have to trade 4 for, and you still get a first-round pick
Yeah.
1 year. Like imagine, like that's they could
That
figure
would be.
something out like
well,
that.
I mean, I was watching the K show today, but I didn't really pay attention to that interview.
Nah, yeah. When I'm watching that stuff, I zone out.
I just have it on in the background.
Exactly, same. But yeah, it should be crazy off season for football. We'll see where these rumors go, and if stuff like that will actually happen. Darnold will definitely be traded, probably, but Watson is just very confusing right now. A lot of
Watson
rumors.
is just-
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see though. But we pretty much covered everything for today's
Mm-hmm.
episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like and a sub. Peace out, everybody.
Like it up.